in this community. Now, I do not propose that the solutions I propose are of any great difference. However, I am sure that in the performance of these proposals there will be found, as they say, the devil in the details. As well, you know, this township was formed not upon the availability of a clean supply of adequate drinking water, but the availability of a large amount of gold. This has meant that in every summer we have been forced to rely upon an unreliable supply of rain with which to water our families, our friends, and indeed our livestock.
Just as it starts raining, funnily enough.
Just as it does, sir. And yet that drought has not broken. We are still in the midst of it. And one or two spots of rain will not make any difference. We must find a way of securing a water supply for this township. And furthermore, we must find a way. Well, sir, I propose that we build a superb pipe. A superb pipe from the swamp at Ewell through to the Ballarat East. This should provide womenfolk with the ability, I kid you not, to provide them with a spigot at their back door.
A spigot at their back door?
A spigot, sir, at their back door, from which, upon twisting the spigot, they will ensure a gushing forth of potable water.
Spigot fit for the Queen.
A spigot fit for the Queen, indeed fit for our lovely lady wives.
Oh, wonderful.
We also have another crisis facing it, and that crisis is that of housing. If you look around the Ballarat, those of you who do not remember the early days, which I do, when we were first confronted by this harsh land, when we arrived with our picks and shovels, having pushed them all the way in a wheelbarrow from Melbourne, or indeed Geelong, and having arrived here found nothing except a harsh environment. That first rush of gold seekers built a community, and now if you look around you see the wonders of the quartz mining era. A skyline filled with poppet heads, with the towers of industry, not merely tens, but scores of them. And yet there are miners, and they are, I have been reliably informed, some of the best paid in the world. There are miners who yet are living under canvas. It is an appalling situation that a miner who is paid well cannot afford a reasonable cottage. The price is far too high, and there are some who find themselves in debt to a financial institution like the Colonial Bank for a period of up to 6 months.
6 months?
6 months, sir, with an interest rate of sometimes more than 1.5%.
Daylight robbery.
It is usury, sir. I do not doubt that in the future, sir, this form of lending upon interest will cause the most catastrophic consequences for our financial system. Absolutely.
It flash in the pan.
I think it is not a flash in the pan, sir. It is a pound of flesh required from the body of each and every man. I think that, indeed, will be our great telling, sir. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I know there are some of you who have railed against what you see as the great evil in commercial life, taxation. Well, the ability to vote is a double-edged sword. Not only do we have, gentlemen that is, not the ladies, the ability to cast our vote and decide our future to some degree, we have the responsibility to pay our taxes. For without those taxes, nothing can be done. This road upon which I stand, not 10 years ago, was 3 feet deep in the mire of horse dung, mud and water. Indeed, a horse died on this very corner through drowning.
I remember it well.
Indeed, sir. And the only way that has been improved to the point where I can stand here without risk to my life or indeed the quality of my shoe leather, is because of taxes. Taxes have been poured into this road so that they may be improved, as with many of the infrastructure projects around this town. So, gentlemen, I assure you, not all of your taxes are swilled with claret in Spring Street in Melbourne. No, no, no. Many of those arrive back into this good community to improve it. However, I do say this. The amount of taxes or the amount of revenue returned to us should be in the form of goods and services equal to that amount of taxation that we have paid.
Yep.
So, in 2 weeks when you vote, vote not for the man who tells you pretty lies, only for the one who tells you the truth. Good day. Good day to you all.